Furniture's Adaptive Chair Yoga class today on Wednesday. My name is Shanna. I'm happy to be with you and welcome all of you. So we'll be moving for about 45 minutes today. The movement will be very gentle, very conscious, mindful movement could be the term we could use. And the weeks alternate with different themes. And this week it is for breath focus. So I'll be counting out some breaths and calling out the breaths as we move. But we'll be doing just a little bit of breath work, but mostly breath coordinated with movement, which is how it feels more natural. All right. Okay, so to start, you want to find yourself in a comfortable seated position. So whatever furniture, chair, what kind of chair you're on, make sure that you are comfortable. We never want to go outside of our range of comfort with any of our movements. When we do, it makes us compromise our breath or tighten up. So we don't want to do that. All right. So first, just adjust your posture a little bit. Just move a little bit. And then come back to where your body naturally sets itself for you to sit. And then notice your posture. See if you can, in your mind's eye, see where your hips are and where they're making contact with your chair. And imagine that as the ground where you're rooted. And then see your spine almost as a stalk coming up like a blooming flower. And then your mind and your head can be the bloom of the flower. And so you're identifying, noticing that gentle sway of the spine. So in the low back, your spine gently curves forward. And then behind your shoulders, your spine gently curves backward. And then a little gentle swoop forward into the neck. And then a little bit back where it connects to the base of the skull. See if you can find the place in your spine, the location, the position of your spine where your heart is over your hips and your head is over your heart. So we're looking for that vertical alignment to take any strain off the muscles and let the muscles relax. So noticing where your shoulders are, maybe rolling them back and down a little bit. They're going to tend to slope forward, so just a little gentle nudge to take them back and down. And then let your shoulders feel heavy. Let them settle down and make a lot of distance between your ears and your shoulders. And then maybe let your head go back just a little bit, so the back of your head is lining up with your shoulder blades, almost as though you're sitting right against a wall. And it's keeping your spine long and your position vertical. Then let go of any stiffness in your neck. Maybe even move your head and neck just a little bit. Notice where there might be some stiffness and see if you can release that, especially on the exhales. Can you soften your neck and let go? Your hands are resting on your lap. You can have them palms down or palms up. And just notice the weight of your arms as they hang from your shoulders, and even feel or imagine the weight of your hands on your legs. Just taking a little moment, a quiet moment of peace, where you're feeling in alignment and your arms are completely relaxed. Now, please close your eyes. If you're not comfortable closing your eyes, you can soften your gaze and just look down. But we want to take away the visual sort of stimulation at this time so that you can begin to focus on your inner sensation and focus on your breath. So your eyes are closed. You're softening your face, relaxing any tension you might be holding in your jaw. And let your lower jaw come away from your upper jaw just a little bit, so there's a little space between your teeth. You're creating space inside the mouth. Your tongue is relaxed. The front of your throat is soft. And now let your eyelids be soft. That might be a strange order, but just see if in your mind's eye you can soften your eyelids. And if you're holding any tension in your brow, around your eyebrows or your forehead, imagine your forehead being smooth and widening and relaxing. Even notice your scalp for a moment. And we hold tension in our scalp because the muscles that hold our jaws actually connect up into the skull. So see if you can relax your scalp. And then notice if there's any other tension, any place in your body. See if you can soften it and release it. Imagine that your head is weightless, it's light, and it floats above the body. And as we began, imagine that your hips are anchoring, rooting you down like a tree trunk. And you're making more space between your head and your hips, letting your rib cage lift up, your low back lengthen a little bit. Feeling that space in between. So very gently, just becoming aware of your belly. Can you breathe into your belly and become aware of it? Then coming up the body, noticing your ribs. Take an inhale and see if you can broaden the rib cage. Let the ribs move out to the side. And just feel that movement or imagine that movement of the ribs moving out and moving back in. Sort of like the wings, expanding on the inhale and relaxing and coming back in towards the center on the exhale. And then finding sensation under the sternum, under the breastbone, in your chest. On the inhale, can you feel the chest rise and expand? And on the exhale, can you gently let the chest relax, the collarbones move down. The inhale, the collarbones broaden. The exhales, the collarbones come back and relax. That's in the front body. In the back body, on the inhale, can you feel the shoulder blades spread apart or see it in your mind's eye? And on the exhale, let the shoulder blades slide back in and down a little bit. So the whole torso is lifting up and expanding on the inhale, and then gently drawing back towards center and settling down on the exhale. Your inhales are about expansion, and your exhales are about keeping the length but relaxing into it. And now focusing specifically on the breath. Can you feel the sensations of your inhale as you breathe in? Feeling air flowing into the body. And then can you feel the nature of exhale as your breath leaves the body? So as you inhale, just come to recognition of the nature of inhale and feeling air flowing into the body. It does this thousands and thousands of times a day, but we rarely notice it. So just taking that exquisite moment just to notice the feel of an inhale coming in, following it in the whole way down to the bottom of the lungs. And then noticing when it's time for you to exhale, there'll be a little trigger in your nervous system. It wants you to exhale. Just following that exhale the whole way out. So following your inhale in and following the exhale out. Such a simple directive, and yet can be very challenging. The mind wants to interfere and do all sorts of stuff. Let's see if you can just relax. Find a little stillness and follow the next breath in on the inhale, feeling the lift and expansion. And then following the exhale out, cultivating a sense of relaxation. That's what comes with exhale. Exhales are kind of like we're just sliding down the banister when we were kids. We just let go, no effort, and we exhale. So that's how we find the relaxation. So the focus of breath work is to find stillness of the mind. We're usually planning, thinking, worrying, or daydreaming, revisiting the past, planning the future. So rarely are we present. But here we are breathing. Every 3 to 5 seconds, there's another breath coming or another breath leaving. So when you notice that your mind is elsewhere, just gently bring it back and give it the gift of your breath and see if you can follow the path of an inhale the whole way in, followed by the path of an exhale the whole way out. And we do this breath by breath, moment by moment, straying and then returning back to the breath. It's just a little discipline that we do to bring about a sense of staying present and mindful. Now, as you're breathing here, just a last little inventory. Notice if there's any tension in the body anywhere. And then direct your breath to that place. See if you can expand that area on an inhale. And then release any held tension and tightness on the exhale.
I pray for my friend Shanna. Make her whole.
Now begin to notice your belly and keep your belly very relaxed. And the more relaxed your belly is, the more the lungs can expand and the more the air can go deep into your lungs. So if it helps you to find it, put your hands on your belly. If you don't need to, put your hands on your lap. But gently inhaling and feel the belly expand. And when you exhale, feel the belly soften and sink back towards your spine, settling. So a gentle expansion of the belly on the inhale. Nothing more than that, but actually nothing less. Letting your mind be captivated by the movements of your belly at this time. On the inhale, the belly gently rises, expands as the lungs fill. And on the exhale, as the lungs empty, the belly gently settles, softens, and moves back. So being here now, no longer revisiting the past or inventing the future, just here, breath by breath, moment by moment, returning to the breath over and over again. And we'll take just a little moment of silence, allowing you to follow your inhale the whole way in and your exhale the whole way out. Now, as you're watching your breath, see if you can begin to slow it down and extend it a little bit. The more you breathe, the more slowly you breathe. As long as it's comfortable and within your tolerance, your nervous system becomes very calm. So if you realize that we need to breathe every 3 to 5 seconds, so our nervous system is set up with all sorts of monitors and alarms if we're not breathing continuously. So when we begin to slow the breath down and take it in more deeply into the lungs and then have a longer exhale, the nervous system says, oh, okay, everything's being taken care of. You're breathing, I'm doing great, and it relaxes. Because it takes no effort for us to exhale, we just simply let go and the exhale happens. Our nervous system loves that because it doesn't have to work. And so it calms down even more. So we'll do some movement, some breath, but the consciousness or the awareness is always on letting the breath be as substantial without effort, as long as the inhale can be comfortably, and then exhaling fully until it feels as though there's nothing left to exhale, again without strain or effort, just finding that perfect place of a full inhale followed by a deep exhale. Now, there's lots of different ways that we can breathe, and we'll begin to change it up a little bit. So gently blink your eyes open if they were closed. Come back. Make sure that you are grounded and you're in alignment still. And now take your arms by your sides. We'll start very simply and make fists. On an inhale, shrug your shoulders up and squeeze your fists and just hold your breath for just a little moment here. And when we exhale, we're going to say ah. So when you're ready, ah. Soften the fists, lower the shoulders, and make that vocalization, which also calms down your nervous system. Let's do that 3 more times together. So we make fists, squeeze the shoulders up as we inhale, get a little taller, hold it for just a moment, and then squeeze the fists and inhale up, hold it, and last time, fists, shoulders up as you inhale, keep a little squeeze and hold it, and then and loosen everything out, jiggle your arms, your hands a little bit, just to release. And then put your hands on your thighs and just notice you already might feel a little different. Just a little bit of breath work can change how you feel. One of the ways to focus on the breath is to be able to hear our own breath. And in yoga, this is called ujjayi breath, which means victory breath. And it's just a slight vibration at the back of the throat so that you can actually hear your breath. It allows you to breathe much more smoothly and move much more smoothly, and also lets your breath be much longer because you're slightly closing off your throat, and so it takes much longer to inhale and exhale. And when we slow our breath down, we slow our mind down and we find stillness. So we'll approach this slowly so that if you don't know ujjayi breathing, maybe you can find it this way. So for the next couple breaths, we're going to inhale for 2 and exhale out the mouth for 3 with a sigh. So we'll try that a few times and then I'll change it up and eventually we'll find our ujjayi breath. So exhale here completely. Your hands are on your thighs. You can push gently down to lift your spine up. And when you're ready, inhale through your nose for 1 and 2. And now sigh it out for 3, 2, and 1. I can't sigh and count at the same time. I'll count after this now. So inhaling for 1 and 2 through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth with a sigh for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale for 2. And exhale for 3, 2, and 1. Now, when you exhale, instead of sighing, I'm going to ask you to exhale making like you're whispering an H sound, like a almost like if you had a mirror and you wanted to fog it up. And that's the beginning of learning that little vibration at the back of your throat. So let's try that 3 times, all right? So when you are ready, inhaling through the nose for 1 and 2. Exhaling that H sound. So we'll try it twice more. Inhale for 1 and 2. Exhale, whisper the H for 3, 2, and 1. One more time. Inhale for 1 and 2. And exhale. Now, if you were comfortable making that whispering H sound, you might notice there's a little vibration at the back of your throat. So now ujjayi breathing is breathing through the nose, exhaling through the nose, but keeping that vibration on the back of the throat. If it makes no sense, don't worry about it. But if you'd like to try it, I don't know how much you can hear me. I'll try and make it loud, but it would be something like this. So inhaling is, and exhaling is. So let's try that 3 times together. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last time like this, inhale and exhale. Some people call it a Darth Vader voice. It's just a little vibration in the back of the throat. Some people call it ocean breath, where it sounds like the ocean rolling in and the ocean rolling out. But if you can, you're breathing through your nose with a slight vibration at the back of your throat. If all of this makes no sense, just breathe in any way that's comfortable to you. You have to breathe exactly in accordance with what your system wants and feels at this time. So now let's add just a little bit of movement here, all right? So let's bring our hands to our belly. Take an inhale and then exhale here. The next time you inhale, just swing your arms out, elbows by your side. This is an inhale. When you exhale, bring your hands to your heart and drop your chin. And the next inhale, take your arms a little higher. The elbows can be soft, but maybe closer to your shoulders, looking up. And then the exhale slowly brings your hands to your belly. Inhale, look straight ahead and swing your arms out. Exhale, hands to the heart, drop the chin. Inhale, lift the arms to any degree that's comfortable and look up. And then exhale, slow descent of the hands to the belly, looking down. Trying this again. Inhale, swing the arms out, broaden the chest, feel the shoulder blades move together. Exhale, gently bring the hands over the heart and drop the chin. Inhale, expand the chest as you lift the arms up and look up, lengthen through the spine. And exhale as though you're pressing helium balloons down to the belly and lower the chin. We'll try that one more time. Inhale, take the arms out, maybe a little broader this time if that feels good. And exhale, hands to the heart, chin down. Inhale, float the hands up like there's helium balloons, making it feel easy and weightless. And then exhale, pushing the air down to the belly and dropping the chin. And then coming back to center. Now we'll do some very simple movements with the arms, and we'll add to the head and neck so we have a little bit, we can try and dissolve some tension around the head and shoulders. The shoulders and the neck are where most of us hold tension, so actually let's address that right away. Let your hands be by your sides. On an inhale, draw your shoulders up, and on your exhale, take the shoulders back and down. And try that 2 more times. Your shoulders come forward and up, and then back and down. And one more time, forward and up, back and down. Now bring your hands on your shoulders if that's comfortable. And we'll do the same thing, but the motion will be a little bit bigger with the arms. So the arms come up by the ears on the inhale, and then exhale, back and down. Draw the elbows forward towards each other, and then up, and then back and down. One more time. Big gestures with the elbows, and then back and down. Now take your hands away from your shoulders, but let your elbows be kind of bent, right? Now inhale and make the backs of your hands come forward, maybe towards each other. The shoulders come forward and up. And then turn the palms out as you go back and down. So now your elbows and your hands are involved in the circle too. And any adaptation that feels right for you. Oh, I can see everybody, looks like you're blooming. It's beautiful. And try that a few more times, adapting it any way that feels right for you. Intuitive movement, small or big. Feel the shoulder blades squeezing together and drawing down the back. And then last time, palms towards each other as the shoulders come up. And then slowly opening and dragging them back and down. All right. Arms are relaxed by your sides. Now we'll do splash water into cactus. So we go from the waterfall to the desert. So swoop down with your hands like you're dipping your hands into a pond and splash the water up. And then slowly let your hands come into a cactus and squeeze the elbows together, open the chest. And then we splash the water up. And exhale, arms into cactus and squeeze. Let's do that 2 more times. So big inhale, splash up. And exhale, down. And 1 more time. Splash up, look up. And then in slow motion, like gravity, slowly brings our arms down, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then just for a moment, relax your arms. Now we'll try those cactus arms again, but what? Change it up a little bit. So now, if you can, elbows and hands together. They may or may not meet. When you inhale, like you're swiveled, take the elbows out wide and push the elbows back on the inhale. You'll feel a little arc in the low back. Lift your heart up. And then when you exhale, I'm going to give you 2 options. You can bring your hands to your chest and lower your chin. We'll all try that this time. And then this next time, inhale the elbows out into cactus arms. And if it's available to you, then exhale, bring the elbows, the forearms, and the hands together. So you have an option to do this or this, whatever's comfortable for you. And now alternate it back and forth. So inhale wide, maybe look up just a little bit. And then exhale, hands to the heart and drop the chin. Inhale, arms wide, look up a little bit. And then maybe exhale and bring the arms towards each other. Inhale wide, look up. Exhale, like you're bringing nourishing energy into the heart and drop your chin. Inhale wide, lift up just a little bit. Last time, maybe elbows, forearms, and hands, or any version of that come together. And then drop your hands to your lap. All right, now we'll do the classic cat-cow, which is a beautiful way to coordinate your breathing with your spine. So a lot of yoga is about taking the mind and observing the spine and connecting it with your breath. So breath and spine, that's what we're doing now. So hands are on your lap. Push down a little bit to get tall again. We always want to remind ourselves of that. When you are ready to inhale, I'll take it slow the first time to give you all the cues. Slide your hands back towards your hips. Your elbows are going straight back. Your heart is coming forward. You open up your throat, relax it, and gently look up. This is an inhale, so this is also a little baby back bend. When it's time for you to exhale, you slide your hands towards your knees like you want to push them away. The arms are long. You tip your pelvis back, hollow out the belly, drop the chin, round the back. So we're rounding the back. Now, of course, I took this slower. So you're going to find your rhythm now. But on an inhale, you'll slide the hands back, bend the elbows, and open up the front body. And when you exhale, you'll slide away and curl down as you empty out. So you inhale and fill up. Feel the air coming into the body. And then exhale and empty out. Feel the exhale leaving the body. Let's do that 1 more time. Inhale forward. Slow, beautiful, curious breath, filling all the nooks and crannies. And then exhale, slow, beautiful, deep exhale. Just exhaling gently until there's nothing left. And then it's time for your next inhale. Swooping forward, broadening the chest, opening the lungs. And then last time, exhaling, softly rounding the back, pushing the knees away. And then inhaling, coming forward. All right, let's rinse out with some big movements now. So your arms are by your sides. Inhale, arms come out and up to any degree, looking up. Elbows can be bent or soft. And then as you exhale, see your version of a wide swan dive. Bring your hands to the small of your back, if that's available, and round down completely. If you'd rather have your hands on your lap or on the sides of your chair, or even just relaxing by your sides, that's fine too. So find your version of this. This is just a template or a guide, but now we're hanging forward. Let's pay attention to the head and neck. They should be relaxed. Shake your head just a little tiny no and then a little tiny yes, just to make sure you're not locking or trying to hold your head. And then see if you can direct your breath into the middle of your back and into your low back. In your mind's eye, see your entire back inflate. And on the exhale, sigh it out and let everything sink and let go. Inhales stimulate the physical body, the rib cage expands and the belly rises a little. And then exhales calm the energetic body. You feel heavy, you sink, you surrender, you let go. Let's try that a few times. Now, coming back up, if you need to use your arms to push against the thighs or the chair, that's great. If you don't need them, just simply use your abdominal muscles to bring yourself up. Release your arms, and we'll do this now in rhythm a few times. So inhale, look up, lift the lowest ribs, lift the heart, let the hands soar wherever they're willing to go. And on the exhale, turn the palms out in a big swan dive in slow motion. Hands to the small of the back. Let your head relax at the bottom. When you're ready to inhale, come on back up. Inhale, arms wide, like you're grabbing all the air that you can and bringing it up. And then exhaling, we are jumping off that big diving board, slowly, in slow motion, going down, relaxing the head and neck. And let's do one more time. Inhale up. And exhale down, and this time we'll stay down so you can really relax. You can change your hands. You can let your arms hang down by your sides. Maybe that's a little more relaxing for an extended. So just rounding over, drawing your attention, your awareness to your breath again. Feeling all the sensations as the air moves into your body. Where do you feel it? And then feeling it leave the body as you exhale. Either notice where you feel it or pick a place where you either imagine or you want to feel it, or you choose to feel it, and just focus on that place and the sensations of your breath, the expanding of an inhale, the relaxing of an exhale. And then bring your hands onto your lap to push yourself up to sitting, and then roll your shoulders back and down one more time. All right, let's get a little twisting in here. So we'll do the twisting a little gently. Let's start with the right arm. So you're sitting tall, belly is firm, grounded. Take your right arm and just like you want to jab the ceiling with your right elbow. So we'll start out really easy, right? And then say, oh, my elbow. So turn and look at your elbow. So now you're twisting to the right a little bit. And then maybe the arm can go a little bit further. Have your left arm against your left thigh. I should have said that in the beginning, excuse me. And then if you'd like to take your right arm up a little further, follow it with your eyes and find just a gentle little twist. Reaching up and maybe behind you. Pause here, and with a breath, can you get a little taller? And then exhale and bring that arm back down to the right lap. And notice maybe already there's a little difference in how that shoulder might feel. Now we'll take the left elbow and kind of just bring the left elbow up and jab it, right? And then we'll turn to the left. And if it feels good to go further, then let that hand float up a little bit. And if it feels all right, you can push against that right leg a little and reach with the left hand like you want to pick a fruit off the tree, just a little bit up and behind you, and reaching and breathing. Big inhale here, and then when it's time to exhale, soften that elbow and bring yourself back. Let's try that again on the other side. Inhale, take that right elbow up and just gracefully turn. And then you decide how much further you'd like to go, reaching, stretching, follow with your eyes, push against the left thigh a little. And then exhale, use your exhale to deflate and come back. All about the breath. Inhale the left elbow up. Exhale and turn. Inhale and reach. Exhale and stay here, and then take another inhale and maybe reach a little more. And then exhale, we soften. So we soften the elbow and we come back down. Now, we'll do it a third time, and the option can go, there is an option to go a little deeper. So to do this, we'll take the left hand now. So we had it on the left thigh. See what it feels like for you. Can the left hand go to the right thigh? So it's already setting us up in a little bit of a deeper twist. Okay? Then inhale, the right elbow up, and we twist. So now we can press against the outside of that right thigh a little. See if that feels different. And then reach and look up. Stay for an extra breath. Can you lengthen the arm but drop the shoulder blade? And then exhale and bring it around. Now this right hand is going to go to the outside of the left thigh. Left elbow comes up. We push against that thigh a little to twist, and then we reach up. Again, drop the shoulder blade, but lengthen through the arm. Pull the belly in and lift the spine up. And then exhale, soften, and come down, and release your arms. Let's make sure our neck feels okay. So really tiny movements. So again, make sure your back of your head lines up with your shoulder blades. Your hands are gently on your thighs. And inhale the chin up. Very gentle movement. And exhale the chin down towards the collarbone. And do that again, just lifting up. And exhale the chin down. Bring your head to level. So the bottom of your chin is parallel to the floor now. Roll your shoulders back and down. And now just look to the right. Come back to center. Use the inhale to float your head to the left. And come back to center. I think I'm going to change the breathing. So let's inhale here, and exhale, turn your head to the left. Use your inhale to slide the head back to center. And use your exhale to turn to the right. Inhale to center. Now we'll add the arm with this. Exhale to the left. Bend your right elbow and draw it back. Drop your chin just a little closer towards the left collarbone and hang out here for a breath or two. If this introduces tension, see if you can let go of the tension, but stay more or less in the posture. Create the posture from the breath, from the inside out. Filling up the chest on the inhale and softening on the exhale as you glide back towards center. Take an inhale here. And then we'll look to the right and exhale that left elbow back. So we're creating a little bit of tension here. Drop the chin towards the collarbone. Just keep thinking about opening up between the chin and the elbow. This whole area gets broad so you can breathe more deeply. Dissolving any tension. So no strain, no effort. Let it be sort of miraculous. You just stay here and breathe, and it feels easy. And then you inhale and come back to center. All right. Let's take the right arm and just inhale it straight up now. Then turn the palm away from you as you look to the left. So palm and the head go away from each other. And now exhale, take that arm the whole way back, as far back as it'll go in slow motion, like a great big circle. And then bring the hand and the head back to center. Let's do it again. So take it up and look up. Pause at the top. Turn your palm away. Turn your head away. And then exhale the arm as wide and as far back as is comfortable for you. Nice and slow. Trying to touch the floor at the bottom so you're really drawing that shoulder blade down, and then we come back to center. Let's do that one more time. Inhale up. Turn the palm away, look away, and exhale back and down. And then let the right hand rest on the thigh for a moment. Inhale through the nose. Sigh out your exhale. Left arm. Inhale your left arm up and look up. Turn the palm away and look away. And now push with that left arm away, back and down. Then as the arm comes around and reaches for the floor, the head comes back to center. And we try this again. Inhale up. Look away, turn the palm away, and push away. Back and down. And then slowly roll the head back to center as the arm comes down. And third time. Float the hand up and look up. A little pause. Hand turns, head turns, and then long exhale. Takes the arm back and down and around, and then come back to center. Take just a moment here. All right, this is a little movement that's called mirror. So take your right hand and just put it in front of your shoulder. The back of your hand is facing you, but imagine that it's a mirror and you're looking at your hand. So this is to track your eyes and your head and neck with your hand and your arms, and also with your breath, right? So we look at the back of our hand and take an inhale. We exhale that mirror to our left shoulder and we turn and look at it. We inhale the mirror up in front of our face, but we take it over to the right as far as is comfortable for us to go. We follow it with our eyes. And then we bring that mirror back and we look at ourselves again. And we exhale and drop the chin. So let's try that again. Inhale and look at the mirror. Exhale, bring the mirror to the left shoulder and look down. Inhale, bring the mirror back and take it the whole way to the right, to any degree. Find your twist. And then exhale, come back, gaze in the mirror. And the next exhale takes your chin down. Release your right hand. We'll find the mirror in our left hand. So back of the hand faces us and we gaze into the mirror. Take an inhale. Exhale, mirror to the shoulder and look down. Inhale, swing the mirror around in front of us, but keep going the whole way to the left to any degree. Bring the mirror back in front of you. Look at the back of the hand and then drop your chin. And we'll do this one more time. So gaze into the mirror. Exhale the mirror to the right shoulder and look down. Feel that little twist. Inhale, bring the mirror up and around to the left. Exhale here. And then inhale, bring that mirror back. And just exhale the chin. Both hands are on your lap now, and we'll finish. Both hands on the lap, on an exhale, just slide your hands and follow with your chest, your spine to any degree and relax over. And when it's time for you to inhale, slide the hands back up and up to the lap. Do this 3 more times with your breath. Just so smooth and slow and simple. Exhale and just like a waterfall, trickle down. And use your inhale like you're expanding your chest. It's a helium balloon and it floats you up. And one more time. Exhale and roll down. And then inhale and roll up. When you come up, close your eyes for just a moment. Find your alignment. Notice if there's any tension. Use your breath to dissolve the tension from the inside out. Take a deep breath. Feel the ribs expand on an inhale. Sigh out and exhale, letting go of any stagnant or stale energy. And then with your mind's eye, just feel that river of energy inside of you, or imagine it. And just notice how you feel. Gently blink your eyes a few times. Bring yourself center and just hands in front of the heart. Drop your chin and just, I thank you so much for coming to class and sharing this practice with me today, but also send some loving kindness inward for your body and send some loving kindness out to the world, which needs it so much at this time. The light within me sees and honors the light within each of you. Namaste. All right. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you feel your breath inside of you. It's a little bit more spacious and a little calmer. And yeah, any questions or comments, let me know. And otherwise, I would love to see you again. And thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Shanna.
Thank you, Shanna.
Oh, you are so welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Shanna.
All right. And thank you, Greg, for moderating.
Oh, anytime, Shanna. Hope to see you soon.
Okay, excellent. All righty.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Donna, Paul, Carol, everybody. All righty. Signing off.